So if you're like me, you were looking forward to seeing this year's Spotify Wrapped after last year was nothing but AI garbage. I even made a video showing you that the year before they emphasized not using AI. Not even that, remember that AI podcast where they had two AI hosts talk about your music?
All right, Josh, we're here from Google's Notebook LM to unwrap your 2024 Spotify Wrapped. Okay, Josh, your most played track of 2024 is Us Vs Them by Suicide Boys.
Us vs them? How was your AI not gonna say a fucking simple song title correctly? But the worst part about last year's rap were the phases it said you went through, having them make absolutely no fucking sense. Like weirdcore Japanese emo rap, mall goth permanent wave punk, vampire noise grindcore? What the fuck is vampire noise? I don't think I've ever heard a vampire in a movie make a distinctive noise to where I'd be like, yup, that's a vampire. Even if he does the with the hiss thing with his fucking cloak. Smeagol does that in Lord of the Rings. But there was literally nothing about last year's rap that made people be like, I hope they do this again next year. I hope they fuck up everything next year. What? Like, I'm pretty sure people canceled their subscriptions after seeing how little effort they put into this. But regardless, they knew they needed to step shit up. And thankfully, this year we got some good old Barack Obama change. Thanks, Obama. I know I'm sound sarcastic, but we really appreciate you. But here's the problem. Because last year's rap was so bad, they literally just went back to the basics knowing that this is what people wanted last year. But because of how bad we wanted to forget last year's, we all just accepted that this was good enough when we are being lied to. So if you guys are like me, then you probably have the app stats.fm downloaded because they give you a Spotify Wrapped of your entire account over its lifetime. Even giving you detailed stats on your songs that Spotify doesn't let you do unless Wrapped comes out. We'll get back to that though. So for this year's Wrapped, the first thing that had me like, what the hell is this? Was the age it said I was. So if you don't have Spotify, one of this year's rap stats was, age is just a number, so don't take it personally. And then they tell you your listening age based on the year the music you listen to was made. And for me, they put me at 66 because I listened to music from the 70s. Now I know they said don't take it personally, and I didn't. They could have said I was 100 and I wouldn't care if it made sense. Like last year, all I had was underground rap and then Post Malone as my top artists. This year is kind of the same, only it says K-pop and now two different rock genres are on there. The song they played for this slide though is Long As I Can See the Light by CCR, which came out in 1970. But not even that, only one of the songs in my top 100 came out in the 70s, which was Family Tradition by Hank Williams Jr., but even that came out on the very last year of the 70s. So I have no idea why Spotify thinks I'm some 60-year-old dude whose top artist is Freddie Dredd, but somehow enjoys music from the 70s so much that it defines who I am music-wise. My top 5 songs all came out this year, dog. I don't understand Spotify. What 65-year-old is listening to this? I might relapse. Let's go back to the stats.fm app I was talking about. So if you don't know anything about this app, like I said, they give you a Wrapped on your entire account over its existence. And the way it does that is by linking itself to your Spotify account so that it can see what you listen to. Basically like those websites that can make your playlist into a receipt or a glacier. Only this app is for people who don't want to wait a whole year for Wrapped to come out. And for the most part, the information is pretty accurate. Like as you can see, when I'm playing this song, it will know in real time what song I'm playing and then log that. And this app is free also. You do have to pay if you want detailed stats over your lifetime, but for this video, we do not need that. So on Spotify, these were my top artists. However, on Stats FM, these were my top 5 artists, putting the one they had at number 3 all the way down at number 8 behind Fat Nick and Cage the Elephant. And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, how did I get up that far? If we go to my top albums, Neon Pill by Cage the Elephant was number 2. I love that album. The 4 or so songs that I have on repeat all have close to the same amount of plays. But also, they put 2 Freddie Dredd albums. And I know for a fact that I didn't listen to this one nearly as much as this one. And for the Suicide Boys album, they put it at number 3 based on 2 songs. One of them only got played because it was the song right after the one that I actually listened to. I listened to more songs on the album they put at number 5 than I did the Suicide Boys one. How do 2 of the artists that are in my top 3 not have an album in my top album section? But you want to know the craziest part? And no, it's not that said they thought I might like Sonic's Racing playlist, but look at the top 5 albums Stats FM gives me. Why the fuck are Goldfinger and Screeching Weasel here, but not on Spotify, when it clearly says that punk and alternative rock were in my top 5 genres? Other than telling me that, Spotify didn't even play a rock song in the background for any of these slides. I literally have 2 completely different things being told to me, and I'm starting to believe the app I don't pay a monthly fee to, which is not something I want to be doing. Like, these 2 guys need to team up and be like, hey, I'm looking at these stats and you guys are just making your shit up. And you're Spotify, so you're not supposed to do that. Like, there's no way that you can say K-pop is my second most listened to genre, have 2 K-pop groups in my top 5 artists, but then not even mention them when it comes to the albums, but instead put another Asian group that wasn't even mentioned anywhere else. Like, for Freddie Dredd and the Suicide Boys, I know they're in the right spots, or at least I thought so. But as of right now, I think I have to send a hateful and racist letter to Spotify to let them know to step their shit up next year. Like, while they might have improved from last year, they still took a step backwards, which doesn't make any sense. Until tomorrow, though, where I talk about the biggest scam on TikTok ever. Peace.